here we go. Good evening again. Good evening again.
Beat money.
Come on in.
Beat money.
We try to start on time around this joint. Succeeding 2. You up in here? You got that alert? I see. Okay, I got your message. I did. Glad to have you aboard this evening. Come on in and get comfortable. Man, we laid back. My baby girl had a birthday yesterday. Went out and saved them a little money, and she wanted to be like dad anyway. Went and bought her a big old Titan, old Nissan Titan. She ain't getting no little girl Altima. No. She wanted to go with something with a 4x4 off-road pro Titan. I'm proud of the girl, though. I'm proud of that child. Thanks for asking. I hope everything is all well and all good with your family and yourself. That's what's up then. That's what's up. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting at about 61 degrees here on the Gulf Coast, here in Pensacola, Florida this evening. Come on in, sweet. So see, now definitely I'll tell her when this stream is over. I'll let her know. Indeed. My name is Kaazon. My father and my son be lying. They be talking some Kaazon stuff. My name is not Kaazon. With they little funny looking self, boy. My name is Kaazon, and I'm in charge of the K Factor. I got Succeeding the Sweet up in the house early. I'm doing so well. Thanks for asking. I hope all is well with you and yours, sweet. I hope all is well.
Beat money.
Come on in, get relaxed. Take care of some house cleaning. Hit the like button coming in. Like button, subscribe if you haven't. Share. It's Nesto Dragon time. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you all.
Beat money.
Okay. No doubt, see, no doubt. Yeah, I'm back home as far as on my father's side. Yeah, I'm back home from him. My father, my mother, myself, we were all born in Newark, New Jersey. Well, Orange. Let me stop that. Orange, New Jersey. It's a little township right outside of Newark. I could walk to Newark. I could walk it. I could throw a rock on a good day to it. No doubt, sweet. No doubt. I'm looking for Vic. I'm looking for Vic. I hope it was Vic. Somebody told me last night Nesto didn't get in his feelings. We gonna soon find out. For some of y'all, you've already seen this. I'm gonna tap on it, touch on it, and then I'm gonna go. That girl, that girl, that girl, that girl, that girl, that girl, that girl. What's up, that girl? 4833. We got a little sample. Little Moments in Love by Art of Noise. One of my most favorite tunes, music, sounds on the planet. I don't give a darn if they black, white, polka dot, or zebra stripe. I love that Art of Noise, boy. And that main one, Moments in Love. Y'all reckon Nesto really loved his wife? Well, let me ask you this. You think he got more love for Sonya or his wife? The copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This content is used for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use is use permitted by the copyright statute that might be otherwise be infringing. All rights belong to their respective owners. Yeah, me too, seceding. I used to go to so many step shows back in the day, man. I think everybody done stepped off of it. But there's one, well, they're not even known to be a frat. They're more of an organization, and that's Kappa Kappa Psi, Zeta Epsilon chapter, Troy University. They ripped it up. How about himself? That girl, you think he loved himself? That's where the ruler comes in sometime in life. You know what I mean? That's how you measure it. You start with that thing in the mirror looking back at you first. And then if you can fall in love with that, then there shouldn't really be that much, difficulties falling in love with others. But you got to do right. There's rules to this. I most certainly have the one with James Spoon. I have every version under the sun of Moments in Love. My favorite is James Spoon on that piano. Goodness gracious almighty. Voila, there I am. There I am. There I am. There I am. Hello. 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 I think I need another. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think I need another haircut. Yeah. Succeeding. I'm so glad I didn't reach over here and grab this cup of coffee. I'm so glad I ain't sipped this coffee fooling around with you. I might have looked to the left and looked up on my other screen and seen he loves his black bag. You do know that would have been the end of this, right? You do know that coffee would have went all over this. You know that'd have been it, right? You wrong for that, Cecile. You let us get warmed up first. There you go. There you go. That's that 2. You probably carry a little 22 off. I'm gonna leave that alone. My bad, Cecile. My bad. I'm just playing. Well, there's enough in here. I can get started. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm dead up for real, Cecile. I looked over to the left. That like to been it. That would like to been a wrap. You can't love no one else if you don't love yourself. Absolutely. That girl, that girl, that girl, that girl. See, I wasn't no rapper, but I could dance. Yeah, I came from a dancing. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't rap, though. I mean, I guess I could. I never really tried, but I could dance.
Beat money.
All right, that's enough of that moments in love for me. Not really, but it is time for us to get going. I'm Florida born, raised in Chicago. We kept it 100. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Anyway, with no further delay, I wanted to pick up. I was surely hoping sister, or I hope that's a female. It's a female picture and whatnot. I'm just gonna say the name, Vic. I'm hoping Vic swung through, cause I wanted to pick up right where we left off at last night with Nesto did not get in his feelings. And I'm thinking that I showed and proved that he most certainly got in his feelings. I do. I think he got in his feelings. I'm going to let y'all be the judge in just a few. Ernesto married to Shirley Strawberry. At that particular time in 2022, 2023, it was an 8-9 year marriage. Shirley went all out for her hubby when he got in a tight. She reached deep in her purse. She carried herself like a lady. Wasn't no Nesto had to be worried. She was out there flipping, flopping, dropping like it's hot. He ain't have to worry about God doggone her being, academically declined. He understood she could read, she could write, she could understand. Although Sonya kept trying to paint this picture, she kept trying to paint this picture like something to the effect of what she kept saying, Shirley not cut like that. She not built like that. And I'm only assuming that, she figuring her, Sonya, is built like that. But nevertheless, though, before I get too distracted on that, I needed to come backwards because I don't know. I'm a man. I'm telling you, looking at this man and what we finna play in a few seconds here, my man got in his feelings. That girl said, no, he did. Not get in his feelings, in my opinion. He don't want no Sonya. Well, I think he went in and out. I think there was a period in the beginning he was happy to see her. He was totally impressed that she did a lot of steps to track him down and to make contact. I think that stood out in his heart a little bit for her. That was a brownie point. Okay. His misunderstanding of her education level under jurisprudence, or what y'all may understand as law / and or order, and she has none. Those 35 years of law experience, what she's really talking about is the last 35 years she's been watching Law and Order. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? She does walk up in those courtroom, or has walked up in them courtroom, and she'll stand there like, bam. I'm talking about emotions all in check. She's standing up on that big sister trying to god doggone get Nesto some civil. She want this thing to be civil. But if Vic was here and I said I was going to go shopping back into these feelings, I'm just going to hit 3 of them. 1, 2, 3 of these clips to just double check to make sure that I saw what I thought I saw. And that was him getting those feelings. Let's go.
So they got to find a true probable cause, or else it's just a waste of time, which I have already read that too.
I'm gonna ask.
So
What's the name?
Okay, all right. So now I'm just
So now just follow. Right now he just chilling. He trying to get some understanding on his bond, which I can understand that.
hoping I get a bond.
You want a bond. You ready to go home. Let me see what date this is. Oh man, this is right in my area. This is back there January. January the 8th, the day before his birthday, 2024.
A reasonable bond so I can figure out how to bond out of here. Other than that, I'll be sitting here so fucking long.
They need to
I'm talking,
dismiss those two cases, those heavy ones.
yeah, but the only thing
They
about
need
it
to
is it
dismiss
got
all of that shit. Because those chicks was civil.
She's so nonchalant. Oh, they just need to dismiss those other ones and, throw them out the door, throw them to the side. You don't really need them. You know what I'm saying? They ought to do something with them and whatnot. That's what she figuring. It don't really mean nothing to her like that. For him, it's everything.
Civil.
yeah, I got that part. But
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what's my option that I have right now. That's all. So go ahead on.
No, man.
Yeah, don't I look old as a motherfucker right now?
He bored her just that quick. She done nodded out right there in front of his face.
You look old. I look
I'm talking about she is still nodded out. She gone.
tired.
I know you
I
weren't
am
going.
tired. And I'm supposed to go out tonight.
Now hold that right there. Hold that right there. Now, counselor Sonya. Oh, I'm so glad this thing didn't. Oh, I don't think it moved. Oh, I love that. I love that. Yes. Hold on 1 second. Uh-huh. I think it. There we go. Now hold that right there. Now here we go. Now let's get back to
And
it.
I'm supposed to go out tonight too. I'm like, I don't think I can do it.
What? Hold on, I should go.
Now here we go. Here we go. He was chilling. He was talking about his bond. Let me check my chat real quick. No, he did not get in his feelings, in my opinion. He don't want no Sonya. You know how a word have 2 or 3 different definitions? I think this applies. If you say in love with Sonya, I think he went in and out. I mean, we do understand that people fall in and out of love every day. I mean, even if you go into a relationship, if you go into a relationship with the whole thing of the next 20 years is going to be, honey, I love you. And baby, we love. You're going to quickly find out you better have some other god doggone pillars standing up if that's what you counting on. Because people fall in and out of love every day. There has to be something else added to it. I think he was infatuated with, in his eyes, you know what I'm saying, the sister kind of dolling herself up a little bit. She's small, even though it seems like he wasn't really into somebody that small. I think I heard him say at one time, but nevertheless, she had a little style, a little decorum to herself that I think kind of sniffed his interest. All right, that's one. The other part of the definitions could be a physical love. Not that he loved her, he might have loved doing something to her. You understand? But anyway, we finna find out. We finna check these feelings though. So she left off at she's supposed to go out tonight. And now he's no longer talking about that bond. He wants to inquire a little bit. Inquiring minds want to know.
What is the purpose of all of that going
What is the purpose of all of that?
out? What they just having fun?
Are you just having fun?
What is it?
What is it?
Because I be sitting in the house so long.
I see that comment. I'm going to get to it in 1 minute. Sweet and that girl. I sure am. Give me 1 second. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Nesto. My fault. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I've been in my house for what, 2 years? Just really.
Not really. Not really. You see, Nesto, you should have called her on that part, but you didn't. You swung, but you missed again.
Not doing anything.
Now she thinking, she finna shoot him some bullshit and he gonna move on to the next subject. Let's see.
Okay.
So because I used to be more active, I don't want to get into a funk where I just.
Yes. You help dad, Cecile. Help dad out. Help dad. Come on back when you can. Take your time. Take your time.
Because it's just me sitting around the house by myself. So it's like.
I got you.
Now she thinking he finna get ready to shift on to something else. Let's see.
So
no, ain't no wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. I wonder if there's gonna be a but. Let's see.
Is it helping you?
Is it helping you, Sonya?
Is it therapy?
Is it therapy? Is it therapy? Now look at her face. Let's just hold up 1 second. Let's see, can we make this bigger? Let's look at her face. Let's get a load of this. Well, I'm going to pick it up. Let me center all about right there. Look at that face. Look at that face now. That girl said, if you're using a person, you have to pretend to want them. She knows he don't want her. This is pitiful. This is the pitiful part. She could never fill no woman's shoes he's ever had, not even that 19-year-old. God dang, boy, you ain't leave him no wiggle room. Scene says, I'm still, oh no, we already read that with your dad. Okay. Sweet said that Liquid V is strong as heck. Oh, sweat. Anyway, that girl said several other calls. He told her she will find someone who wants her. That was game. That girl, I respect the point, and I got the point that you're trying to make. Let me finish reading it. She had gotten very pissed off, so now he's pretending to care as she attempts to try to make him jealous. But all's failed. Well, I don't think she failed right here on this little strip right here. Number two, let me back up to that other thing I wanted to address there at the top about him, kind of giving her the okay to go, she'll find someone that wants her. Okay. That was game. You know what I'm saying? It's an old classic game, playing hard to get. That's normally the law it falls up under. I'm going to shoot some game. I'm going to act like I'm not interested, even though I really am. I'm going to shoot her off to let her know she could go and holler at somebody else just to throw some crumbs out there. See if she come down and eat. Okay. But now, look at that face, though. Look at that face. Nesto want to know, is it helping her? Is it therapy? What else, Nesto?
It's a good time.
He had to swing that bad boy around. He finna go back and ask that other question. Are you having a good time?
Are you meeting new people?
Are you meeting new people? Now he dead up for real. Watch her.
Okay.
I have fun when I go out.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm just acting. I can't go nowhere, so I'm just acting.
No shit, Sherlock. You think you really needed to tell her that? You really believe that? You really think? Anyway.
Yeah, I have fun when I go out. People tell me I'm cute.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I guess my eyes just be on something else than what I'm talking. I'll just be running my mouth.
Look at that shit right there. That right there was one of the most deadliest moves. You know what? Hold on 1 second, Sonya. Hold my screen. I want to go to the flip side of that. Put your hands on your hips right there for a minute. Just stand right there and hold that counter up. Hold that counter up for me, Sonya. I want to come. I want to come. I just want to skip over. I want to skip over to right here. This is what I want.
People.
Yeah. This is what I want. Let me check my chat. All right. I got, let's see here. Shirley not built like a scammer. So says succeeding. In my opinion, like Sonya. Okay. That girl said, sweet, 100. Sonya wished Nesto wanted her. He don't want her while he's free or locked up. I don't know if the K factor can rock all the way with that. Here's my argument. Here's my opinion. Because we're not fighting. We're not arguing. Hell. We don't know them. For real. But you will agree. He drove from Atlanta, Georgia in an RV all the way down to Miami to catch up with her. Now, I don't know where you want to put that at on the scale, but I do beg that it do have to go on the scale. We have to weigh it. See, say he was not so much impressed, but knew she was desperate if she was stalking his page and would do anything. Okay, now that I might could slide with. That did give him some insight, some game, some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that. I get that. Kind of like, just kind of see what he working with. But let's check this out again.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Not me.
Well, I guess my eyes just be on something else then.
Boy, this right here. She went up, her ears went up like Rottweiler. You see her there? Her ears went up like Rottweiler. She like, wait a minute. Did I hear some shake in this Negro's voice? Is he feeling some type of way? She want to know so bad. She finna come up for a close-up. I'm finna show you right now.
What I'm talking,
here she come.
Just be running my mouth.
Wham. Do she come a little closer? Yeah. That forehead leaned first, like she was running past the goddamn on the little rope thing in the track meet. Her forehead leaned on over and took up the rest of it, came forward. Nesto, looking at his face, he knows she on his ass now. She on your ass now, boy. You done messed around and showed her a card that you should not have done, my guy. You should not have done that. But then you did. There she is.
Yeah.
And she like, and she finna say some slick shit right here too.
For real.
She said, for real.
Yeah.
Stuck with you.
Stuck with you.
Right.
First she was back.
I guess my eyes
First she was back. She listening though. She listening. She see him touching his glasses. She don't have on her glasses.
Yeah, on something else then. What I'm.
And she like, am I hearing what the fuck I'm hearing? Is he really? I know he not. Let me see.
Talking, I'll just be running my mouth. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Stuck with you.
Yeah. So I guess when I say that on the telephone, I just be talking. So.
And y'all telling me he not in his feelings. Talk to me, family. Y'all telling me that man ain't in his feelings. I'm talking about, he's supposed to be talking about Bond. That girl said 50 years plus this hen talking about someone said she cute. I have says I've had that since grade school, silly chick. Then Sweet came back and said, but he drives across the country anyway. He would have turned her out if he didn't go to jail. I kind of don't think, well, one, I think that wound up happening anyway. I'm standing 10 toes down. She went Oh yeah, oh, y'all wasn't here last night. We came up with a word we gonna use. It's from the 70s and the 80s, so we can stay clean. It's hunching. Nesto put her up to go hunch on that lawyer. So I know he was about that life, and I know he knew she was about that life. So you got to remember, there's no telling what they done discussed over at Fulton, a few times on the phone, what their conversation. I mean, I don't even want to start this mess. But the fact that she jumped into bed with him on the second day after he met her, and then I don't know how long, maybe one of y'all will put it in the chat. I'm going to openly say, I do not know how long it was from the second day her jumping in the back of the doggone RV being hunched on to her landing herself in the hospital on the brink of death. Her words, not mine. Okay. Now, when I first heard that, I started scratching my head like, I wonder, did it ever run across her mind? Or she be hunching so much, if that was the case, she wouldn't have knew which way to point. Either or, it can go either or.
Oh my God, so the blogger sent me.
You know what? I know that's right, Sonya. You know what? I got a little bit off task. Show us how quick you got up off that subject. I'm going to hit this one more time. We're going to let it roll out. Let's let it play out. I'm going to leave it alone then.
Okay. Well, I guess my eyes just be on something else then.
He is in his feelings, in my opinion.
And what I'm talking.
What's up, Ms. J.E.J. in the house? Come on in.
Okay. Well, I guess my eyes just be on something else then. What I'm talking, I'm just be running my mouth.
What? What that Negro say? I got him. Ooh, doggy, I got him.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Stuck with you?
Yeah. So I guess when I say that on the telephone,
He's still on it.
I just be talking. So.
Oh my God, so the blogger sent me a picture.
It's time to move on. What they send you?
Oh, what?
Oh, the girl, the young girl.
The 19-year-old?
What?
She be all on her page. We was talking and she was telling me something. I was like, well, I don't know who anybody looks like because I've never met anybody when he was out. I've only seen him by himself. She was like, oh, I'll send you a picture of her. And I was like, you really don't have to. I don't need to see her. There's no need. She sent me like 4 pictures of her.
Okay, I see you got your little glasses on. Okay, you can keep your some little fly glasses on, Shane.
People tell me I'm.
Boy, that girl right there. That girl right there is something else. She's something else now. That's a handful right there, Nesto. That's a handful. Now, I wanted to come back and just hit that feelings right there. Because in my opinion, and I'm a man, Nesto's a man, my man got in his feelings a little bit. That he trying to hold on. Even if he don't want nobody beating his time due to what she could do for him while he's in there. Nevertheless, somebody's trying to sneak in my trap, and it ain't gonna be no shit like that. Huh? That still ain't having it. So he got straight up and checked her butt down. He checked her down. Now, I want to get back over, and this is a continuation from last night. May seem like we flipping and flying, and to a degree, I guess you're right. We are flipping and flying a little bit. But I wanted to come back here just because of the subject we was having, and I'll see where this is going to wind up. Yep, this is where I want to start at. All right, we went back over that lawyer That girl, let me see. That girl, I know Miss J. I know y'all were in the concert scene. Yeah. I got the main team here tonight. I'm gonna be flying through this pretty fast now. This first part. And I'll go ahead and give you the title. Yes, hell, yes, huh. Sonya messed with that. She hunched that lawyer. And she all but just put it out there. She did. And it sounded a little something like this.
And then they just, as soon as they like somebody, it's automatic, you know what I'm saying? We something, you know? And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that is not.
She's thinking about Nesto. What she's really saying is, even the fact that I hunched you, what else, Sonya?
Mean that we're something.
Doesn't mean that we are something. All right, now let's apply that to life. And again, because I'm running the show, I'm 53. I don't know how old everybody in the chat and the viewers are. I don't. No matter the age, you will run into a situation where you may have a physical encounter with someone. And to them, you misinterpret what that meant. Therefore, they walk away feeling like it was nothing. I was just doing something. And the other person is walking away like, this is something. Well, that's what Sonya's doing right here.
Please be clear. We would have to have a conversation to say that we're something.
We're going to have to be clear, lawyer, to say that we something. So don't get it messed up because I'm hunching you or allowing you to hunch me, that we into this thing. Don't do that.
That's how that goes. If we don't have the conversation, actions don't mean anything because anybody can fuck and not be.
I told you. Now she a female. This ain't even a dude sitting here talking. Or is it? I'm not even going to go there. Even with her own words out her own mouth, I'm not going there. Heck no. But in her female form, listen at her. Listen at her. Oh, don't play around. Everybody got an aunt, a cousin. Maybe it was mom. Maybe it was my favorite auntie. Maybe it was grandma. You think she was just trying to make him jealous? She put too much emphasis. She could have went either way. She's always kind of on this loose stuff type of thing. You know what I'm saying? She the type to where if y'all introduced her, for the females, if y'all introduced her in passing to your significant other, she would be that one that when she speak, when she say, hey, she gonna put all her emotions in it. That's loose. There are loose women out here. They do that.
Don't mean anything because anybody can fuck and not be an idol. Anybody can.
See, that means nothing to her. Just because you just, do the hunch doesn't mean we're together. It just means we hunch. That's coming out of a lady's mouth now. That's a woman.
You can talk to somebody for 2 months and not be an item, you know? And you have to talk about any and everything. That doesn't make you an item. And I hate the assumption that just because you talk to me and I'm single, that we're doing something. Because I don't have that conversation with you. I don't have I miss you, I can't wait to see you. I don't have those conversations with you. I don't have any conversation.
Hold on, let me go backwards. I'm not even going to look for it in the chat. But those of y'all that's on the train of her trying to make him jealous, let the K Factor ask you this. On that last frame that we played, my question to you is, did it work? In the totality of that little clip, listening and looking at Nesto, listening and looking at her, did she win? Okay, fair enough. Sweet said, "Okay, Factor, you all right with me, but we're listening to a one-sided conversation, sir. I need a verification from the lawyer. You know what, Sweet? I ain't got nothing. Hey, listen, you ain't say nothing wrong. When I say you welcome, you're welcome. I can see you standing on that, but it don't change the fact her and that lawyer hunched. They did.
Cases that would even make
They on the phone at 4 a.m. in the morning. He telling her shit, and she's not telling Nesto right off. Look, Sweet, that lawyer could have told her, which we might get to some of that in a minute. That lawyer could have told her just as easily, hey, listen, you need to watch your ass. I don't know really what's going on between y'all. I done told you that man is happily married to her. Now, me and you doing our thing and shit, but every time I want to lay here on the pillow after we done and talk about us and what this might could be, you start drilling me about Nesto. That's what was pissing the lawyer off. Meanwhile, Sonya was on a mission. There is something that maybe that lawyer could get his hands on that Sonya wanted. Do you know what that was? Nesto's phone. See, you got to understand, Sonya felt some way. She don't really give a darn about all the rest of them women. The teacher, the Dominic, the Erica, Shirley. We know she don't give a shit for Shirley. A low down. Anyway, I ain't even finna get myself jacked up. Okay, hold on 1 second. So see, he said, just because she says that they are on the phone at 4 a.m. don't mean I believe her. Yeah, I believe her. I believe her. I wish Nesto would have asked her on one of those calls. This is as he was starting to fall out with Lamont. And she was like, yeah, I sent him an emoji. And then he told me to call him, but I never did call him. Now check this out. She also comes back, and I think I have this at the top, where Sonya and Lamont are on the phone. Nesto is trying to call Lamont. Lamont's not answering. Sonya made sure she made it her business to let Nesto. God doggone it. I'll tell you what. Let me let this way working.
that we're
I'll tell you
going
what.
that way. I just talk. And then they just, as soon as they like somebody, it's automatic, you know what I'm saying? We something, you know? And I'm like, no, we're not. Even if I fucked you, that does not mean that we're something. Please be clear. We would have to have a conversation to say that we're something. That's how that goes. If we don't have the conversation, actions don't mean anything because anybody could fuck and not be an item. Anybody could talk. You could talk to somebody for 2 months and not be an item, you know? And you have to talk about any and everything. That doesn't make you an item. And I hate the assumption that just because you talk to
Man, y'all giving them lawyers the same type of clout you might would give to a preacher. If a preacher cut up with another woman, who's a lawyer not to? And then you got to always, like, you have to weigh that up against the way Sonya kind of carries herself. You ever seen her walk? You ever seen that goddamn Ghostbusters shit she be having on? She's a loose type of chick. She is. What's up, Orico? It doesn't, listen, ladies. Just because you ladylike and y'all stand 10 toes down and carrying your way a certain way under your ladyship, that don't apply to her. This girl was already up in the god doggone, well, I like to say something crazy. Hey, the girl was already, she was getting down the second day. She would have let him knock her off on the first day had she wouldn't have had the grandbaby. That girl said Nyla called Crail and told Crail about Sonya lying on him. He thanked her. Okay, all right. I'll take that at face value. Or when Nyla called Crail and told Crail that Sonya was lying on him and he thanked her, he could have just been thanking her, not so much that Sonya's lying on him, because I love my girl Nyla. That's my girl. But that man didn't have to agree or disagree or put it out there of what him and Sonya did. He not married or wasn't married at that moment. Sonya wasn't married, not at that moment. And her dude, well, you heard what the other dude said when he was on the phone with Sonya and Nesto. I like your tatas. Shoot, Nesto in jail. You ought to let somebody, you ought to let somebody warm that thing up and shit. Nesto in jail and whatnot. Now, what would stop any other man from looking at it that way? And y'all think it because Crail's a lawyer? I guess. I guess. I mean, if we'd have been talking about a preacher, okay, maybe. A lawyer? And you know she throwing herself on him. You know she loose. You know she loose. You know she loose with him. Right? That's easy work for her. And that man got that's what look. Yeah, she would have did him. She would have did him for the reason of at that particular moment in time, just to be able to say she got a spot in the play. That's her inside source. On the for real. Let's see.
And I'm single, that we're doing something. Because I don't have that conversation with you.
Right, because she has to play the single role. I mean, if she gonna play this role, she got to play it all the way out. So yeah, she's gonna let him know that she's single. Remember, she doesn't want the lawyer to really know that she's Nesto's lover. She don't want him to know she's the lover. They just friends, right? That's the image she's trying to put out there. So that's even more gas to boost her up, to play it off, to get what she want, including climbing in the bed and letting the man hunch on her. It means nothing to her.
I don't have I miss you, I can't wait to see you. I don't have those conversations with you. I don't have any conversations that would even make you think.
But you on the phone with him at 4 a.m. in the morning. You're on the phone with him now. All right.
That we're going that way.
She on the phone with him. 4 a.m. in the morning. They on the phone. And we supposed to think that she wasn't trying to use what she got, to get what she want. You got to use what you got to get what you want. She was operating under that. Anyway, they go on to further say, hold on, let me get myself back in my place. Let me get myself into place.
After the date. Is that what you're saying?
That's what he told me. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I can no longer talk about things. He said, that's what? Oh, well, it might be some things coming up. Okay, and?
What things?
Sweet. Okay, let's say I rock with you on that. Let's say I'll rock with. Let me read out the one I'm rocking with. The lawyer isn't crazy, and he hears these calls too. Right at that moment, though, and I'll let you see what I see on this particular one. I don't even have a date. I don't even have a date on this one. Did he know all along, or did he slowly find out? That part we don't know. Because he says that was because of the money. She just didn't want him to know because Shirley was funded. Right. True. But Krell also kept laying into Sonya's ass about, yo, they happily married, right? Which was irritating the living mess out of Sonya. She did not like that. She did not like Dre for the same reason. She didn't like anybody that was Team Shirley. She couldn't create a big enough argument to even enter into the fight. She couldn't make any sense out of it. But
That's what I'm saying, right? But again, I think a lot of the conversation that he's giving me is bullshit. Because it still didn't make sense that he said.
Now, how much of that, lot of that conversation he was giving her, which she titled was bullshit, did she share with Nesto? See, that's the way you have to look at it. That's how you get to the nitty gritty.
That it would be, I mean, have you, no. So.
Wow.
Have you, any demos? I said, no, me and him don't do anything illegal, period.
Now, she threw that little last part in there about illegal. I don't think he asked her if y'all do anything illegal. I think he asked her what any other man would have asked her. Yo, you hunching? You don't hunch him. Y'all hunching? I mean, y'all hunching? Yes or no? Y'all hunching? Because I'm saying, you be over here, we be chilling 1 minute, the next thing I know, he going to his feeling.
At all. We don't talk about it. We reminisce on illegal shit from 20, 25 years ago.
Miss J said, K Factor. Remember she said she was around the corner. She got... I don't even have to read the rest of it. I passed that going... Yeah, yes, I do. I totally remember. Let me go ahead and respect your whole message. Your whole response here. K Factor, remember she said she was around the corner. She got the mail. She just came in the house yesterday. See how quick she lies? I do. I that's a good comeback. That's a good comeback. Cedar said he was trying to irritate her on purpose. Oh, who was? Nesto was, or the lawyer? He says Sonya's bridge doesn't go to the other side. Adults can't take her. That's why she sticks with men her son's age. I was thinking about that earlier today. I sure was. Everyone who teams Shirley knows Sonya's full of crap. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Oh, there's absolutely no doubt about that. And I don't even put that much. I put it this way. I let the women, the sisters, deal accordingly with her, while I deal according with that god doggone monkey chump, Q-tip head ass husband, ex-husband of Shirley, for allowing her to come out her mouth. But because he's the one that opened up the door, confiding in Sonya when he in his feelings and his emotions. And yeah, once he cracked the seal on it and opened it up, Sonya could just walk in now. I mean, because if he ever tried to renege, yo, Sonya, hey, yo, chill. You talking about my wife for real. You talking about my wife. How did she get him before? She gonna just shoot him back with what he said. No, you didn't say that the other week here when you were laughing at her for being in that empty apartment on that damn air mattress. You thought it was funny now. I mean, funny then. What's wrong now? Y'all getting back together? She signing another affidavit. You gonna be able to come home? You going home? What up? You know she a little dude. What up? You know how she is.
There's nothing wrong with that. You can back reminisce on the record. That is what it is. 90s and all the shit we did in our 20s. I said, yeah, we talk about that. I said, but we don't have illegal conversations and we don't.
Yeah, Cap. I guarantee you that whole questionnaire that man was giving her at that time, it had nothing, not a damn thing to do with if they was doing, if him and her was doing criminal activity together. He would have no reason to ask her that. Unless her name is down on something from some long drawn out investigation, which I totally doubt. No. She was hunching old boy. And old boy was trying to get on. He was just trying to see what all he working with. She said that he liked her from the first time he ever really talked to her. That was her word. That's what she said. That's what she said. She said he fell for it in. I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe she didn't. Let's keep this moving.
A few minutes
That was
ago?
today. He asked me that before, because he was trying to figure out what the relationship is.
Oh.
He's just trying to figure out, And so
Here go the truth. See, I told you.
instead of just saying it, he tried to ask little questions, try to figure things out. Because he don't want to hear that's none of your business. That's what he don't want to hear, right? It's none of your business. But I'm
Wait a minute. That girl. Hold on one second. Hold on. Sonya, chill 1 second. That girl done said something more important. Since he want to know, did you get those strawberries from Plant City? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, I did not. I'm not even going to lie. But that girl said Sonya started these Krell lies when he took Shirley out to dinner. There was no reason for Krell to interact with her at all. Lies. Hmm. I'm trying to look for a way to put all 4 tires on that girl. Krell is a man. Sonya's a loose woman, not from that area. She's not from that area. She come jumping on the phone with him. He talked on the phone up to 4 a.m. in the morning. He's hitting her up when he's going into the office or going into the court. That has nothing to do with Nesto's case. That's just him letting her know what he up to. I do not know if I could just rock with that all the way. That girl.
He asked me that before, because he was trying to figure out what the relationship is.
Oh.
He's just trying to figure out, And so instead of just saying it, he tried to ask little questions, try to figure things out. Because he don't want to hear that's none of your business. That's what he.
Right. Or if you just outright said that's none of your business, you damn near done gave the whole thing away. So yeah, no, Krell won. All right.
Don't want to hear, right? It's none of your business. But I'm like, ain't nothing to lie about, ain't nothing to hide, ain't nothing to hide. So no, I said we don't talk and we don't do anything illegal. So what is your point? Well, I just need to make sure that we don't do anything or talk about anything illegal.
Wow.
So, Jesus on it. I don't care. You get out. And
I got it.
That's all.
Basically,
hold on, Nesto. Let me go to the other side of that. Let Let me go to the other side of that. Let me throw her up there. Let me let your girl be a placeholder for me. And y'all sure now? Like, I mean, I will agree that she's leaving out certain words, certain phrases, but I think she's pretty much trying to balance both of them. Because you got to remember, part of this was Nesto's idea. You remember when Nesto wanted the maybe when I get to, let me see, when I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So maybe Thursday night, we're gonna go back it up a little bit when Nesto was first putting that plan into play of even kind of sicking her over there on the lawyer for some intel. You know what I'm saying? To make sure everything, because you know he swear to God he in the middle of a movie. And in his movie, he's like, yeah, come on up here from Miami. I need you to come up here and make sure that my attorneys are handling this shit the way that they supposed to be handling it. I'm going to give you all power in your hand to handle that. What about your wife? Bump her. Bump her. She ain't cut like that. She ain't built like that. She ain't like that. She ain't about that life. You are though, baby, with your 35 years plus 10 years of law experience, baby. Come get on their ass. Then, if you remember correctly, Nesto, then he started throwing a little shade. You see his chair? You see how old this shit? Did you see his stomach? Ooh, you wait till I find it. I don't have to find it. I have it. I just got to remember how I found it. You wait till you hear when Nesto tried to cut on Krell. Watch and see what Sonya's response was. And it wasn't what Nesto thought it was going to be. Even after he tried to crack a joke. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look at him. Look at him, look at me type of shit. Yeah, all right. All right. All right. That right there. That right there. Come on, Nesto, y'all. Come on. Let's keep moving.
And, well, she's a free agent, but I need to cut her from the team, period. He told me he did that once to some chick that had a man and he went treating her right. And so he swooped in and did all kind of shady shit and got the girl away from the guy. And I was just like, that's fucked up.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's...
Oh, man. Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, he did, Nesto.
shit ain't motherfucking cool, man.
Right. I said, well, that's fucked up. I know, but, you know, I ain't care. I was like, oh, that's shady.
All right.
Well, she's a free
Wait a minute.
agent,
Hold on, because I like my chat. Let's see here. Let me catch up. They talked about her getting the young girl's dad information and her running people's names. It might not be illegal, but they were doing shady stuff. True. I think I also heard Sonya kind of make a boo-boo on one of these things where I'm going to have to check the law over there in Georgia, because I didn't think you could record a person auto without them knowing it. I didn't think you, I thought you have to let the other party know if you're physically recording an audio recording. You're supposed to let them know. That's all I'm going to say on that. Trust me. I have my pen. I have my paper right here. I have already made a note of it. Back to my thing. My thing. Oh, boy, look at the chat getting needy up. All right, so Ms. say they talked about her, okay, yeah, doing some shady stuff. And then Secede said, we have listened to every call multiple times and have seen no truth from Sonya. Exactly, Sweet said to Rico. All right, y'all in agreement with that? Well, let me ask you this then. Will you agree that, are you saying everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie? 90% of everything comes out of her mouth is a lie? 95, 98, 87, 50%, 30%? Because that's, in these type of situations, even what Nesto's going through, you have to kind of put in a little bit of both. Okay. Now, on this little clip right here, I don't know. If one of y'all say that this conversation never happened.
From the team, period. He told me he did that once to some chick that had a man and he went treating her right. And so he swooped in and did all kind of shady shit and got the girl away from the guy. And I was just like, that's fucked up.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that shit ain't motherfucking cool, man.
Right. I said, well, that's fucked up. I know, but, you know, I ain't care. I was like, oh, that's shady.
Man, you know, I felt that shit. I've been feeling that shit.
Okay, now, if that, okay, 98%, okay, 95, all right, fair enough. Now, what Nesto is saying right now about him feeling that shit. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Miss J said something. Wait a minute, hold on, Nesto. I'm gonna come right back to you. Also, I think you're not supposed to record jail calls without a FOIA. Oh, most, ma'am, Miss J, are you the one that used to be in the paralegal studies? One of y'all did paralegal studies. My wife did too. Because if a person recorded a jail conversation through a phone or recording device, what they have established there is what they call a public record. And it itself can be gathered. And if you destroy it, that itself is a felony. I kid you not. Moving right along. Also, I think you're not supposed. Okay, I read that. 95, yes. 80%. Rico says, what comes out of her mouth, I regurgitate from someone else experience. Then she adds the lies. Okay. She lied about her son multiple times. What did she lie about her son about? Her sisters, daughters, and friends. I know she talked about them. I didn't know she lied on them. Not yet. We'll see. This is the same person that lied, and we saw her bankruptcy. Okay. Okay, I got an agreement. Let me make sure I catch back up. No, it wasn't me, but I know she was recording his call. Yeah. I listened to her tell him today. Matter of fact, the way she did it, I wonder did I catch that? Huh. But yeah. I listened to that today. She told him, she said that I told those, she made it sound like it was the bloggers or people in the bloggers chat that was humming on her about recording. And she responded to them by saying, kind of like giving Nesto a hint at the same time of, oh no, me and him already discussed this back in November. And then she called them out their names. She called them bees. But Nesto did come back maybe 30 seconds later and say, no, I didn't know all of that now. I ain't know all of that. And then she pushed a little further like, yes, you did. I told you. And then for some reason, Nesto, he dropped down kind of like his questionnaire on her and just kind of went along with it. It was weird. His attorney told him to have her to knock that shit off. True. Ain't nothing smooth about her. Close your eyes and listen to her. She be lying. Her and Nesto sound like Aunt Jean and good juicy Ethel just gossiping. Sonya thought she was smart and was trying to get ahead of the calls. Yes, but by that time she even came back and admitted that about time she entered into that arena, it was already too over with. It had already gotten away from her. And then like she told Nesto, Once a story gets out one way, it's hard to go back and refute it and change it into another direction. It's almost trying to reroute a whole running river, huh?
What I've been trying, I ain't want to say it like that. Man, let me hurry up with this shit right here, man.
What you do is, going forward, don't let him talk about me, period, to you. Because he's looking for a reaction. He's trying to figure out what it is. So he'll talk to you and bring something, like he kept coming up and bringing shit up. And
Now, I do think she's doing a little hide and a little trickology there. Don't you ask Nesto nothing about me? Nesto, don't you ask him nothing about me. Don't let him tell you nothing about me. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like that bullshit. That shit that get your wig pushed back with the right players involved.
Reaction from you to see what it really is.
Right? What it really is. Hold on. I want to keep her moving. I want to keep her moving. Oh, no. No. I don't mean, oh, no, like something bad. My thing was popping right back so I could stay in order, but I got the fish down. But it's no problem. That's why you just get up in the mic. Maybe read a chat or two. She lied. She said her son graduated, although when she didn't know she was recorded, said he dropped out of college. Oh, damn. Well, I guess booyah, as they say. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Hey, listen, I can't say anything against that if that's what she said. Yeah, you got her caught up in there then. All right, let me see here. Where did we leave off at? All right, here we go.
Her, and well, she's a free agent, but I need to cut her from the team, period. He told me he did that once to some chick that had a man, and he went.
Oh, I didn't mean that. And so I already just played that one. I'm sorry, Sonya. Let me apologize. I just played you on that bull crap. I don't know. I'm starting to ride with my chat on that. I'm starting to ride. You know what? I told y'all. If you put enough evidence up there and you give me enough time to sit there and ponder on it a second, slide myself into some shoes, I don't know. You know what? She could have had, but damn though. That's a... Okay, which one of y'all told me earlier? Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah, let me see. She lied. She said she was retired only after she heard Nyla say she was retired, although she worked 3 jobs. Oh. Yeah, and I'm thinking about what y'all said that Nyla talked to Krail, and damn, I'm caught in the middle on that one. Because I can see it. Look, what we're pondering over, it ain't no slight against us. I could see that joker being that scandalous. I'm talking about for real. I could see her being that scandalous, jumping into bed with that attorney. I would present my argument off of not because she was attracted to him, not because she thought he was hot, not any of that. It was strictly business. And at that particular time, I'm almost like 98% sure she felt that attorney could get his hands, since he was the acting attorney at the time, on Nesto's behalf, that he, the attorney, Krail, could get access to things that she was unable to get her hands on. I think that, she had her own agenda. She had her own agenda. Now, let me see here. Am I still on this part right here? No, because then I switch over to here.
Oh, it's crazy. They talk 2 minutes about you and her. They'll talk 3 minutes about me and you, and then they'll put the rest 30 minutes on Steve. They just keep injecting him in the situation. So he may tell them to shut the fuck up. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Quit trying to.
Okay, Arico, you get no fight out of me on that one. I'm reading of yours. Going to Paris and Africa and headed to China and shit and went nowhere. I added the end shit in there, y'all, and went nowhere. Not even the K Factor can get around that, because that's what you call just straight dead down the middle, butt naked truth right there. I don't even think the girl be jumping from city to city. I heard her give some directions. Look, let's be clear on something. There's 3 or 4 interstates that I know like the back of my hand. 85, which comes alive or in, depending on which way you travel, in Montgomery, Alabama. And I-85, if you're traveling north, comes to an end right outside of Richmond, Virginia. 95 takes care of the whole eastern seaboard from top to bottom. 10 that runs through where I live runs east and west. Zeros run east and west. 5s normally run north and south. That's just something to put. That's something for the babies. Okay. I heard that girl say something to the effect of she was going north to Ohio. She was almost in Ohio, but then she stopped by Miami. I don't know. The shit like made me spit my doggone tea or whatever I was drinking at the time, because I was like, wait a minute, wait, what? So she's a klepto liar. K Factor, whose bed and what new info did she get? Now no. Let me make sure I'm clear. I don't think she didn't ever get anything out of Krell. That's why she comes back a couple of videos down and she's dogging him. But remember, in the middle of their ordeal, in my opinion, allegedly, I think so, about believe so, about know so, but maybe I don't know. Okay. Remember when Nesto and Dion were both kind of mad with the way things was working out with Krell and Sonya? No matter what, I know on one of those phone calls, she was taking on Nesto and Dion on behalf of Krell. I'm sorry. I just don't see her going that far out. I just don't see her going that far out like that. And she wasn't some type of physically in this thing some type of way. She was making some hard arguments on Krell's behalf. She was reminding Nesto, hey, those basically what she was saying is, hey, Nesto, those lawyers that Shirley paid all that money for, they ain't do shit for you. Krell done came in here and done did more work in less time and less money than the ones who got all the money and did nothing. Now, that's a fact. Now, she did that.
Certainly, in that situation, I did not introduce them. They're not married on my show. They're married in their real life. Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, put the two together. But that's how they keep trying to funnel it to Steve Harvey. And because when you say Shirley Strawberry, like I say, people will be like, I don't know who that is. A lot of people don't know who that is. So if they put Shirley Strawberry on the vlog, they're not going to get that click. But when they put Steve Harvey and Shirley, which they keep putting, and then they'll say Shirley's husband, but they always got to put a Steve Harvey on it. That's when people are like,
that girl, you was cool with your message. I knew you were saying Sonya. I do it sometime myself. You were good.
ooh, what's going on there? You get me? And they got to spend some time talking about him because they got his name on the front. Because, again, if they...
All right, so there she go in his head, making sure she tried to discredit Shirley, making it about something else. Nico says Ernesto was desperate. He knew she wasn't another Erica King. I'm with you on that, Orico. I'm with you on that. And before I read the rest of that, before I get to your butt, that's on the screen, that is, that girl despised Erica. You hear me? I messed around and held my head up and looked at her in the face when she was mentioning something about Erica. Listen, I believe if Sonya thought she could whoop Erica, she'll pull up. I think if she felt like she could got doggone whoop that girl, she'll pull up on Erica. She despised Erica that much. She wished she had the mind. Even I'm impressed. And I've walked in a courtroom on my own. I mean, but they were talking about me. And I have enough material around me to where, and I ain't did shit. Yeah, I can, but her, that girl walked that man up in a courtroom more than one time. Less than 4. That goes to show you, I can't remember whether it was twice, 3 times. I cannot remember. But Erica walked that man up in that courtroom more than one time and marched his ass out of there a winner. Listen, that right there would make Sonya start having stomach problem. All right, Mrs. J.E.J. said, K-Factor. She said all that. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Ms. J. I like to messed up. I got to go back up to Rico. Another Erica King. But that's where we left off at. He was desperate. So she studied his page and became a... All right, I'm sorry. I know you're supposed to keep voice, sound, or something going on. But listen. You know, damn, they brought about a tear out my eye. I still haven't finished reading all of that. So let me be strong. So she studied his page and became a Timu E. King, Erica King, and a wish of Shirley Strawberry. God dog. Hey, can you fight? Hey, Ms. J, can you throw some hands? I mean, no, I'm sorry. Orico, can you throw some hands? Sonya might come peeling through here, boy, and focusing on, boy. Hey, can y'all throw some hands? I do not want Sonya to pull up on one of y'all, asking y'all, what did y'all have to say here in my chat? And I'm down here in Florida and you out there by yourself with Sonya and that big ass goddamn tin can she riding around in. I don't want no shit. I don't. But I can't. That's just too much. She said she saw Ernesto a day and went far out. I'm talking about old girl would have let him knock it off on that first day. She would have let him did it. She just had the grandbaby with her. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why. Look, fam. This is the reason why the K Factor here to bring a different perspective. You gotta first, you have to come to the realization that there are some women out here who really will look at their most prized possession, if you will, as if they're a guy. They'll jump something and shove like she that tight. I mean, when you catch her when she rolling, which I could probably follow y'all with that. Nesto wouldn't have gave her the time of day up out of, if that man would have got out on a bond, oh, I wished he could have. I mean, look, I understand the punishment, whatever he did, like, and if he hurt a child, I'm obligated not to have no love for that, right? But I wish that man could have bonded out, that dropped her ass I'm talking about like a hot piece of coal I really did. I wanted to see that. But now I think he's too embedded in. Busybody said, I have always thought Krell told Shirley about the side chick. Me too. Me too. And late in the game. Busybody, I want to go as far as to say, for a few minutes there, Krell and Sonya had became their own personal team working Nesto to get the money out of Shirley. What do you think about that? I'm going to say it again. I believe deep down in my heart for a few minutes, and I believe I can let them prove it because I don't want to put no words in their mouth. Not for real, I don't. I might have to fill in the blank from time to time. But I believe them two became one. That's Krell and Sonya. Let me just stay on the safe side, just in case I got the attorneys mixed up. This is just for my safety. The attorney and Sonya teamed up to work Nesto to get the monies out of Shirley. And I believe he was giving Sonya a kickback. I do. I think that's exactly what happened. Sonya was working too hard for that lawyer. If she didn't never stand up on Nesto about two things, how did he really feel about Shirley ghosting his ass? What was his true feelings? And that other thing. With that whole thing of standing up for the lawyer, continuously reminding Nesto and Dion at times that man was doing some work. I'm talking about he talking to the DA. He was supposed to be talking to the judge. I'm talking about they got poor Nesto on the edge of the goddamn bed. I hope that man didn't rack and pack his shit up, waiting on that judge to sign an order that probably didn't never even exist. Anyway, that girl said, oh, wait a minute, hold on. That girl, that it popped up just a tad further than I could see it. So let me go grab it. All right. That girl says Sonya is jealous of Erica's smartness and sister Shirley Strawberry class and money. She was trying to get Nesto to run through all her money, but now he's running through her little change. That 5 million Shirley Strawberry sitting 5 million strong. Yes, she is. All right, let's see here. Moving on down. She said, we don't care about all this. Thanks, Sonya. Okay. That girl said, I could throw hands. Okay. So he said Sonya spent all her little settlement. Okay, that other one was at Biz. Sonya would have to pull up a lot of, wait a minute. Sonya would have to do what? Sonya would have to pull up a lot of folks. Okay. Say less than Busybody. Say less. I think only you believe she that type. She's slumming because her limited options. I think you only, wait a minute. I think only you believe she's that type. She's slumming because her limited options. Okay. All right. I'll ponder on that for a minute. Because he also said she only thought Krell was on her team. Rico said, I believe Krell was working to get his piece because he was getting the fuck out of there. Absolutely. Yeah. But I also believe that Sonya was playing a part in that as well with Krell. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't she? I mean, why wouldn't she? Krell and Sonya could get together and have their own private meeting. Shirley was going to be like batteries not included. And Nesto, well, we could just use part of his name. He was nesting. Huh? Nesto was nesting. And yeah, Sonya saw dollar signs. And I believe Krell probably, I don't know. And I said I wasn't going to say that man's name. So let me just say the attorney. I think the way the attorney kind of carried himself kind of gave Sonya a little bit of an upper hand. You know, she thinks she a tough guy anyway. It just wouldn't shock me if that came out later on. If it do, y'all remember just one thing. You heard it first here on the K Factor.
Clicks. Oh, it's crazy. They talk 2 minutes about you and her. They'll talk 3 minutes about me and you, and then they'll put the rest 30 minutes on Steve. They just keep injecting him in the situation. So he may tell them to shut the fuck up. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Quit trying to insert me in that situation. I did not introduce them. They're not married on my show. They're married in their real life. Stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, put the two together. But that's how they keep trying to funnel it to Steve Harvey. And because when you say Shirley Strawberry, like,
I mean, the attorney would be smart enough to know that if him and Sonya was talking on the outside, how would anybody ever know? I mean, let's just say the chat and myself both are being played. How would anybody really know? It wouldn't. It wouldn't really know. I don't know. Secede said Krell gave Shirley what she needed to get the hell out of there. Okay. Ms. J said those were all lies from Sonya. Krell was never on the team with Sonya, so said Secede. That girl said Sonya was only working hard to make Nesto jealous. That may be that may have been the end game. All right, let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this. Put your thinking cap on. Whatever period in time this right here was going on, my question is, do you think at any time, and if so, when, do you think at any time Sonya actually really thought Nesto himself was going to be bonding out? So whether it was November of 2022, no, rather it was January when those other charges came down on or about his birthday, which was January the 9th. Do you think somewhere around in that, what was it, that March hearing, June? Do you ever I'm asking, at any given moment, outside of all this that we have now to work with, do you think at any given moment Sonya really was convinced and thought that Nesto was going to be able to bond out with no strings tied? All right, that's my question to you guys. Sonya's dusty dust. That's dusty. That you talking about dusty? That's dusty right there. Because he's still only Sonya's talking. No Ernest Nesto. She only is talking to the audience. Yeah, you know what? Oh, there's my Vic. There's Vic. What's up, Vic? I was. You got to go to the playback. The team them not gonna let me go that far back, but we had went into Nesto's feelings where we had left off at last night. And now the chat, they making me do my job. They got me up with my thinking cap on. Yes, they do. That girl said the way Krell carried himself was professional. Sonya tried to change that narrative. Okay. See, I like that. Early, okay. And you think that she thought in early, well, we better say late. I tell you what, that girl, just so we can keep the record straight, change that word early to late, because he went to jail on July the 7th, 2022. So, and I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about probably around that November. And definitely again in December when they were getting close to New Year's. He was really, really excited thinking he was going to get out. So yeah, I think so, that girl. I think we can both agree to that. Ms. J said, I think before the CP charges came, she thought he was going to get out. Okay, that's another good answer. That's fair. I think she thought he was getting out. Okay. Okay, and Vic says she agree with that girl. Okay, okay. All right. It's like y'all got some love going on in there. All right, there you go. All right. All right,
Like
fair
I say,
enough.
people will be like, I don't know who that is. A lot of people don't know who that is. So if they put Shirley Strawberry on the blog, they're not going to get that click. But when they put Steve Harvey and Shirley, which they keep putting, and then they'll say Shirley's husband, but they always got to put a Steve Harvey on it. That's when people are like, ooh, what's going on there?
All right, we got it. We got it, Sonya. You want to make Shirley look like she was a nobody, and that if it hadn't have been for Steve Harvey, would nobody even know who Shirley Strawberry was? Okay. So you say. So you say. Anyway, let me get on back down here to where I was at. Dang, Vic, I wish you'd have been here earlier. Yeah, I had to go back into them feelings one time. I thought about it all day long. All day long. Let's see here. Let's go here.
But that's how they keep trying to funnel it to Steve Harvey. And because when you say Shirley Strawberry, like I say, people will be like, I don't know who that is. A lot of people don't know who that is. So if they put Shirley Strawberry.
I appreciate you changing that for me, that girl. Brother wasn't getting on to you at all. I just want us to make sure I know what you were talking about, but I want to make sure that if anybody come across this, the record is straight. We is good on that. Say what, Sonya? Well, goddamn. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I muted it. Sorry.
Because a lot of people don't even know who she is. But it's crazy. It's crazy and it's stupid.
Okay.
And that dumbass goddamn Ernest Nesto, all he can say is, okay. Woman just throwing your wife's name every which way. And all you can say is, okay. Okay, wow, okay, and wow. Thanks a lot, bruh. Thanks a lot. All right, let me get on down here to where I was trying to go. Let me kill this. I don't know what that is. And bear with me 1 second here. OBS want me to lock these things in individual. I have my CPU up running crazy. So we have to just kind of do it this way. All right.
For you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the case had nothing to do with what you and Marjorie had going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize for being terrible and making excuses.
Sonya wound up recording that for Nesto, didn't she? And she's the one that played. Yeah. I'm answering my own question. Never mind. I withdraw that question. My memory just kicked back in.
I said what I said, and there's no denying it. There's no taking it back. Then, when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife, I've been married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you.
Right. Which she did at old Shirley. I hit that by accident, by the way. But I'm glad I played that on Shirley's behalf. Now, one of y'all said something that I actually believe. Hold on 1 second. Let me look at something real quick. Hold on. Let me change my sort over. Okay, there we go. Let me just go shopping for a minute. Bear with me.
We gotta just get all this stuff in order. This is just too much. Too much. You can't be moving like you're moving and your stuff isn't in order,
Y'all think Shirley was more like a mama to Nesto, kind of keeping his ass straight and whatnot? You think that's what the issue was? She kind of was not even stern, but just kind of reminded him of the important shit that he probably didn't ever want to hear. Vicky say he's so foul for letting his he was in bad mouth his benefactor. I know it, man. Like he did though. Ernesto was so proud of Shirley's title. Sonya had to downplay it. Mm-hmm. And so he says Sonya knows got doggone well. She knew who Shirley was after all that stalked his page. You know what? I didn't never think about it that way, but you is absolutely right on that. So see, you is absolutely right. Zay says she was such she has so much hatred in her voice when she says Shirley's name. Do she not put emphasis on it, boy? Goodness gracious almighty.
Okay, so what you mean by that?
What do you mean? You can't be moving around. Listen.
Get his ass, Shirley. Shirley always got to tell him, are you paying attention? Shut up. Sit down. Listen. Listen to her. Boy. Hold on, Shirley. I'm sorry, Shirley. I got a little, Go ahead, baby.
Moving around. Listen. This is what I mean by that. You how you move all around the city and all that kind of stuff, You know what I'm saying? And your stuff is in order. That's why you got picked up, because you have warrants. You got to get the stuff taken care of. That's what I'm talking about. You got to get expunged. That's what I mean.
Right,
okay?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we've been married 8 years. You've been to jail, 3 times in 8 years?
Damn! I'm just asking. Do anybody have any idea of what he was in trouble for those other 3 times that Shirley just mentioned? I'm going to tell you right now, I do not. I do not know. But if one of y'all do know, please share.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to get this stuff taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's just enough. Get out of there. I mean, we got to just get all this stuff in order. This is just too much. Too much.
That's his wife talking to him. Mama Shirley trying to get doggone keep trying to keep the man head straight. Let's see what made me grab this one.
Very sure today.
How you know?
Your brother told me.
Oh, you hear that slick shit?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he kept you in the loop then on something. I ain't know nothing about it. I guess he tried to make sure I knew what was going on. Because I tried to call him early. He didn't answer.
He said you were calling him. He thought you were calling him. You didn't talk to him like 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, I did. But I had to get
Okay,
them on.
you had an audience.
Huh?
You had an audience.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't say nothing. Because you were on the phone with me when you called him.
I told you she was on some slick shit. This is the reason why I be marking her down for the way I be marking her down, especially when it come down because if you notice, she doesn't have any women to deal with. It's not like she was trying to do some. Well, which one of your daughters you are cool with? Let me make sure they're straight. You know that damn well she wasn't finna talk to no Shirley. And that was pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it come down to the guy friends, she carry herself in a certain way. I say, listen to this dialogue one more time.
Brother told me.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he kept you in the loop then on something. I ain't know nothing about it. I guess he tried to make sure I knew what was going on. Because I tried to call him early. He didn't answer.
He said you were calling him. He thought you were calling him. You didn't talk to him like 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, I did. But I had to get them on.
You had an audience.
So she asked him a question that she really already knew the answer to, didn't she? Didn't she?
You had an audience.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't say nothing. Because you were on the phone with me when you called him.
That's why what?
He was on the phone with me when you called him.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I think Nesto's slowness, I think that went right over his head. I want to hit this dialogue just one more time from the beginning.
Very sure today.
How you know?
Your brother told me.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he kept you in the loop then on something. I ain't know nothing about it. I guess he tried to make sure I knew what's going on. Because I tried to call him early. He didn't answer.
He said you were calling him.
This is some mouth fluff right here. This is some mouth fluff.
He thought you were calling him. You didn't talk to him like 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, I did. But I had to get
Okay, you had an audience.
Huh?
So she already knew. She's asking him something that she already knew the answer to. Now, I ain't gonna lie, and I thought about it all day. Well, not all day. I'm over exaggerating that. I gave it enough thought. What was she talking about with the audience? She was doing so much bullshit right here with this whole. This is the second time now something like this done happened where Nesto was trying to call Lamont. Lamont and her was actually on the phone together, and they could see, one of them could see the other one trying to. Anyway, it was some bullshit.
Yeah, he thought you were calling him. You didn't talk to him like 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, I did. But I had to get
you had an audience.
Huh?
You had an audience.
What was the audience? What was the audience, I wonder?
Yeah.
That's why he didn't say nothing. Because he was on the phone with me when you called him.
That's why what?
He was on the phone with me when you called him.
Now, Nesto, if maybe if he was under some other circumstances, there probably wouldn't even be this in the first place. But be there that it may. If it was, I hope he would have drilled into that a little bit, which he did not. It went right over his head. Vic says she likes the attitude that Lamont has. She likes that pimp type attitude. Remember when she said she thought Nesto was a pimp when they first met? I do. I surely do. Nesto became weak in her eye. God, Vic, you might well come on and just take over this show. We ain't, listen. People would have walked out of here yesterday thinking that me and you wasn't in agreement with each other. I don't see not one iota of anything wrong in what you just wrote. She did look at him as a fucking weakling. He is a weakling, a weak mother. He is a weakling. You's a weakling. She knew he was a weakling when he didn't never check her on row number 1, door number 1, step number 1, car number 1, whatever you want to be number 1. When he didn't check her ass the first time she came out her mouth with Shirley's name on it, her title, her position, he is a weakling. He is a weakling. That's some weak shit. That's some weak shit to even try to doggone. See, that's why I kind of push back a little bit when y'all's position be that, well, Nesto wasn't really into her. He gave up a lot. If he wasn't into Sonya, none. Damn, he surely let a lot of shit slide that the most average guy, even if they out there messing up, don't bring up their wife. Don't mention her name. Don't mention her position. Don't question him on. Nothing. Don't say nothing about wifey. Period. And then he's a monkey chump times 2 because himself came out his mouth in the presence of that girl's ear talking shit about his wife. The nicknamed her them folks. Like he hiding something. He'll start a sentence off like, yeah, them folks. You know, them folks that I was married to, who they took the G-Wagon from and the ring from. Yeah, them folks. See, yeah, because I'm talking in code, see. They don't know who I'm talking about when I say them folks. You know, them folks, you know, the one that was in there on the air mattress in the empty apartment, baby, they don't know who I'm talking about when I say them folks. A fucking idiot. Damn, boy.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know, so see, I'm going to kind of push back on that last one I'm reading right here. That whole situation gave Sonya the attention that she wanted. I'm just going to throw in there. I'm going to throw a word in between she and wanted. And she thought she wanted. Because is Sonya not basically right now, for whatever reason, whether they got a subpoena for her, whether they got a warrant for her arrest, rather some of them street folks in the hood that done came across these goddamn calls and done heard the disrespect and want to get on her ass, something got that girl on the move. You hear me? And she knows Sylvia don't have enough clout to keep him up off her ass neither. He said he was stupid enough to think he could talk his way out of Sonya's situation to Shirley. Something. I mean, I know he kept saying, "Oh, you know how a woman think. A woman know how a woman think."
I could call around about 5.
He said he was going to set it up. He had texted me, but I was, working at work and very sore today.
Yeah. Anyway, I done got myself worked up here. I done almost lost my rhythm of what I was trying to do here. That shit just kind of, boy.
It's cold out there, though, ain't it?
Not really. It's okay.
What? Okay.
It's
What
fine.
time you got up?
My sister woke me up at 9:45 or something like that.
Who woke?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Kevin
Let me.
9:45.
She changed the subject
Not
on his
really.
ass.
It's okay.
I think Nesto knew she was lying right here. Watch.
What? Okay.
It's
What
fine.
time you got up?
My sister woke me up at 9:45 or something like that.
Now, her sister woke her up at 9:45 or something like that. Now, Nesto confused me right here, but then again, it could have been a play. Let's see.
Who woke you up at 9:45?
Who woke you up at 9:45? Now, either the boy can't hear when she talked, he thought she was speaking Spanish or something. I don't know, but I know this much. Sonya ain't into answering that many questions. Let's see if she answered the question. The question was, who woke you up at 9:45?
Before I forget.
Oh, yeah. She told him, listen, forget that. Don't worry about that. Let's get on to this right here before I forget.
I said they're going to write you on the comments.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to write Nesto because he don't know that you recording his calls.
Uh-oh. Who was that? Who was that we were talking earlier? Was we not just talking about somebody, one of y'all brought this up to me earlier. Here it is.
Like, whatever. We had that conversation in November, bitch.
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell you she called them out their name? All right, Sonya.
What?
Yeah. They messy as shit. They messy as shit. A couple of them was like, go ahead, Sonya, make that money, get that page, and make your own money.
Hold on. So she done put the shit out already?
No. I'm talking about
The one that they're talking about, did she put the shit out already? They're talking about, Nesto was talking about Tasha K.
the page I started.
It's cold out there, though.
Okay, I know where I want to go. I know where I want to go. Let me ask Sonya a question. Sylvia, hold me right there for a minute. And that question that's on that screen right there, that wasn't to Sylvia. That was straight to Sonya. But let me see here. I almost want to just go ahead and just hit this whole thing right here. But I I'll save myself for something for later on. Where my girl Vic at? Vic, not that you giving me this for my homework. I want to come back to this though. But this is the last thing I'm going to play for the evening. Because this right here is what be tripping me out with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second. Let me get y'all so y'all can get up on here. Because it has a date. We talked about this earlier when I didn't know whether it was January, June. All right. Now, let's see here. Let me back this back up. And let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot go over there, period, because they're getting so much pressure from all the other people.
What's that, from her work people or from our daughter?
Hold on one second. They got a caption up here, so I want to try to fix it where y'all can see it. Bear with me 1 second.
From the other people, the little friends and all that shit.
Oh, her little circle.
Yeah, the little circle.
Hold on, because you talking about, I know y'all ain't talking about my girl again. I want to let the fandom see the caption. There we go. How about there we go. All right. Now, let's start this again, Sonya, y'all.
And then that's
Mm-hmm.
I cannot go over there, period, because they're getting so much pressure from all the other people.
What's that, from her work people or from our daughter?
From the other people, the little friends and all that shit.
Oh, her little circle.
Yeah, the little circle. Yeah,
Oh, of course not. They was talking mad shit a year ago when it all happened. This just put the icing on the cake. How do you feel?
I can't stand. Y'all have no idea. I can't stand when she be trying as much as I don't care nothing for Nesto. I can't stand it when she want to god doggone feelings check him so that she can solidify her position to see where she at in the situation. Hate that shit.
Oh, shit. Less stress off of me.
Are you sure?
She didn't just take, no, sir. She wasn't going to just take that first part you said. She want to come back and double down on it. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, shit, I ain't want. Hey, sometimes you don't want things to end like it end, but them folks ain't did nothing to me.
Sonya ain't liking this. She don't like this answer.
You know, this comes off of me.
Oh, no, I know. Did you apologize?
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me just let the thing play without me. I'm going to try not to say shit. Let me just let it play.
And then that's
Mm-hmm.
I cannot go over there, period, because they're getting so much pressure from all the other people.
What's that, from her work people or from our daughter?
From the other people, the little friends and all that shit.
Oh, her little circle.
Yeah, the little circle. Yeah,
Oh, of course not. They was talking mad shit a year ago when it all happened. This just put the icing on the cake. How do you feel?
Oh, shit. Less stress off of me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm straight. I mean, shit, I ain't want. Hey, sometimes you don't want things to end like it end, but them folks ain't did nothing to me. You know, this comes off of me.
Oh, no, I know. Did you apologize?
Yeah, I did all that. Yeah, I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I did all that. I mean, sometimes people want to hear that shit because that ain't good enough. You know.
Well, there's only so much is your fault, but not all.
That's some weed, boy. Yeah, Nesto, bro. Somebody said it in the chat. I'm going to say it again. That girl loves seeing that weakness in you. My goodness. She loved it and hated it at the same time. She said, no one said that I was in her lives. Who said that? Cecily, who said that? If I said that, I totally misspoken. I don't know that. I don't think I said that. But if I did say that, let me be the first to get up on this mic and say, I misspoke. Cecily comes back and says, people were asking Sonya where her edges were on her page, one after another. Yeah, I heard them edge parties, boy. Boy, I heard them edges. And you know what? As a man, I'm not even too for sure what edges. I can just remember the time I ever went out and was in the public. See, I know it's a female thing. I know it's like a female code to female code. I got that. I'm just assuring you as a man, I just ain't never went out and was thinking like, oh, those are some nice edges, or those are some ugly edges. I just wouldn't. Yes, I know they were giving her that work on them edges. That girl said that aluminum foil jacket done did. I can't with y'all. That damn near blinded me. Please give a warning. I will try to do that next time, girl. I'll try to give you a heads up. Vic says this is the day of the last Shirley conversation too. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. So see, it said Sonya lied, acting like people were not all going in on her live. Oh, she withheld that from him. See, I ain't see it, so. Oh, really? Okay. Say less then, Sonya. Let me make a note of that. Vic says, that is not what Shirley said to Nesto. That girl says, here comes the lies, 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 lies. She never told him she was recording. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, you know what? I know you're not tripping. You know who your best evidence is on that comment? Nesto himself. Nesto said he didn't know that. And Sonya went there. I guess y'all are right, where it seems like she's talking to him, but she's really talking to the audience. I see why y'all say that now. That was one of those cases right then and there. All right. What she told Ernesto? Black Doll said her fake concern. That girl said that's what we trying to tell you about those Crail lies. Okay. I tell you what I'm gonna do then. That girl, Vic, anybody else that I'm gonna do my part. You do your part. You have an open right. This is a different chat thing than you ever gonna experience. You check me, I'm gonna give it some thought. You have moved me a little bit off my square, but not by far. Because I still can see a clear path and why, based off of her own case evidence about her life in dealing with men and little boys and boys her son's age and younger than her daughter, but a little older than her son and whatnot. And I could do a whole video on what that's probably behind all of that. But I'm going to give that some thought. If that's just really some straight up hogwash between her, and I'm going to use the word attorney, okay? Because I ain't going to lie, I do believe they hunched. Now, the fact that she told Nesto, let me give you your side now. Check it out now. Check out how it worked. The fact that she told Nesto, and it went but probably about a good 8-9 seconds of that clip, when she told Nesto, look, when you're talking to him, don't bring me up, period. Y'all, this is the reason why I'm going to move a little bit off my square, because I believe she could have been positioning herself not to get caught in the lie. Okay? Now, don't y'all get mad at me. I'm fixing to use an example. It's just an example. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. I was in a religious chat one day, and I happened to mention, I said, well, according to the Bible, I said, well, bear with me. Don't hear half of this and run. Listen. I told the brothers up in there, I said, well, Jesus did tell one lie. It took the air out the room, right? Oh, what are you talking about? No, no, no. I said, well, he did. I said, now, before I say what he said, I asked them, let me use you for an example. I said, if your daughter ran into your son at the pool hall, but your son tells his sister, look, if mom and dad ask you, where was I? Tell them I was at the library. Okay, so when Jesus said, I have not risen, but go tell my brethren, I have risen. Well, of course, this got me thrown out of a church about 25, 30 years ago and whatnot. I'm just an avid reader. I can read my ass off, right? But that's what I've done with these chats right here, right? I wanted to use that example to make this final point. I do see a path just off the fact that Sonya told Nesto, whatever he do not bring her up in any capacity to that attorney. And I will openly admit on this mic, on the mic, face on screen, that could have been an actual cover up to cover up her lies. I could see a path for that now. I didn't at first, because I'm still 8.5 toes down. They hunched. Yeah, because she fast. Do y'all still use the word fast? You know, like the old school, go sit your fast ass down. If y'all knew Sonya, would y'all tell her to go sit a little fast acting ass down? That's all I need to know. Would y'all tell her to go sit a fast acting ass down? You would or you wouldn't? You would or you wouldn't? All right. Now, let me give y'all a preview of what I'm going to work on for tomorrow. I already touched on it, but I want to go somewhere with it. So we might have to hang in there a little tatty. And it's this one right here again.
It's cold out there, though, ain't it?
Not really. It's okay.
What? Okay.
Oh,
What
shit.
time you got up?
Oh, my bad. That girl, my bad. Warning, 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 warning. That jacket coming back. My bad, that girl. My fault, my fault. My fault. Warning.
My sister woke me up at 9:45 or something like that.
Who woke you up at 9:45?
Before I forget, somebody said they're gonna write you on the comments.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna write Nesto because he don't know that you recording his calls. I was like, whatever. We had that conversation in November, bitch.
What?
Yeah. They messy as shit. They messy as shit. A couple of them was like, go ahead, Sonya, make that money, get that page, and make your own money.
Hold on. So she done put the shit out already?
No. I'm talking about the page I started.
And that's exactly where I want to leave that at. That is a good possibility, because there's some more gems in there I want to go and deal with on that mug. Let me finish up my last bit of my readings here. 95% of the time, she acting for the audience. Okay. So y'all must have had gotten on her ass pretty good back then. So therefore, whenever she did come up, or she was visiting or on the phone, and her having the knowledge by then that they were, let me look at this date. This would have been on December the 1st, 2023. So yeah, she definitely would have knew that all of this stuff was surfacing out. Yeah, uh, it is. It's a good possibility. It's a good possibility. Everything that girl said, everything Sonya has touched has failed or never happened. God dang, that girl, did you leave her any wiggle room? Vic says she didn't want to get fact checked. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That girl said it's fake like her hair and teeth. I did see that girl do some hocus pocus, but I was too scared to really check into it. Hell, I'm 53 and I don't want my shit to fall out making fun of her shit, but I did see some hocus pocus. Matter of fact, now that I bring that part up, Nesto saw some hocus pocus going on with them teethuses, as one of my cousins say up in Alabama. So he said that's because his resurrection was not yet complete in the spiritual sense, okay? As he had not yet returned to the Father in heaven to complete his heavenly work. Okay, why wouldn't he just say that? Why would he tell them, hey, listen, I have not ascended, but go tell them I have ascended. I'm not at, hey, listen, I'm not at the library. I'm at the pool hall. But tell dad and mom I am at the library. That's just how that registered to me. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. To see, because she doesn't act fast. She don't. Oh, sweat. Oh, sweat. Sonya just acts dehydrated. Does she now? She lied telling him that. Wait a minute. She lied telling him that was her hair. I did thought I heard her. You know what? You is absolutely right. You is absolutely right. Yeah, I might have to make a note of that too. So see, says Sonya's justification of recording the calls was that she paid for them. I don't think I walked away with that. I thought I'm walking away with she was trying to tell Nesto that instead of Shay and shout out the phone calls from prison. I'm so sorry. Shout out the phone calls from prison. What's wrong with me? Shout out the phone calls from prison. That she was going to try to beat phone calls from prison. And she was going to try to put a cut in the money or in the not visual, but in the audience and whatnot. So he said, so Sonya gave all these I have a dream speeches to us. Vic said, what that I dream of, Jeannie Ponytail. She started dressing like she was on a reality TV show when the calls came. Oh, really? I'm going to have to go look for that. You know what? I'm going to go look for a few things. I'm going to go look for a few things before the calls came out to after the calls came out. That's a fair, you know what? Who was that? Vic, you just gave me a good idea. That girl said, Sonya's not fast. She's slow. Go sit your slow ass down. You know what? You know what? We can apply that. I can see that. That girl said, thanks, you only partially damaged my eyes. Okay. I appreciate you giving me a little goddamn leeway. That's my fault, that girl. And you just told me a few rights earlier to please give you a warning. My fault. Sonya, we made you pay like you wait for this call. Oh man. So see, it says Sonya's specifically said on the call she paid for them. Oh yes, she did. She sure did. Yes, she did. You're right. I'm wrong. She did say that. Somebody else said that up there too. Was it you, Ceci? I think it was you that said that up there earlier too. Yes, she did. She paid for them. She said, let me get back to where I was at. That girl Sonya, we made you pay like you wait for these calls. Sonya specifically said the calls she paid for them when people said she would get in trouble. But she was actually recording them on her own recording device, on her phone or something. Yeah, that's a public record. Mm-hmm. And if she destroyed them, that could be a felony. It could be. That girl said not making fun is true. Fair enough. Fair enough. Vic says she couldn't even record the calls properly. Then she deleted everything. Then she started the GoFundMe after everyone hated Nesto and she went on Tasha K. She didn't even get monetized. Really? I thought she said she did. I thought she said she did. Maybe she didn't. I thought she said she did. That's why in a chat I said Sonya was like a Chrissy doll. I had because she was always lying about how long her hair grew. Oh, okay. See, that's that lady stuff. Tasha K told her don't try to post her stuff on her page. She was secretly recording her. I do remember that. Well, look like my hands are going to be full. I really can't wait till I get to Thursday because I'm going to get off a little earlier Thursday. But I'm going to come back tomorrow, and I think I'm going to operate off this one call that's up here on the screen. That's going to be my plan. If anything change, I will send out a post. I believe in communicating, right? Nevertheless, don't never forget this thing right here is for Shirley Strawberry because I don't like the way her monkey chump ass husband made brothers sit out here and look while he got a crisp, clean, good wife and he talking shit about his wife and allowing her to talk about his wife in his face. And that does make him a weakling. She said she made, I know I'm not looking at $3 to $7. I hope that's saying $337, and because I don't have on my glasses, I don't have on my glasses. That better say $337. I'm gonna pretend because I know they didn't say $3 to $7. It can't. I'm gonna tell Sylvie. I am. Listen, I had fun, guys. Seriously, I did. You know, I got to do the house cleaning again before I get ready to leave out. I got to first go find my Moments in Love sample so I can play it. Took me a long time to get that bad boy, but I got it. We need an agenda. So see, we do need an agenda. I will totally agree. I would totally agree with you on that. We'll get one up. Matter of fact, we actually had one. I really had finished up with 2023 to a degree, but to see them, one thing I realized as I was doing my homework, because trust me, when I have the time, I do prepare. But I had so much equipment, I had to get my sound right. You know that. Y'all know that. Right? We were supposed to be operating within 2024. You remember when she took those glasses off? Remember when she slid up to the screen? When she realized she had got up under Nesto's skin? That happened on January the 1st, 2024. But I be running into some roadblocks, not really roadblocks, but it calls for me to have to go back into 2023. Occasionally, I have to go back to 2022 and then move forward. So we is going to put our agenda back on the table. But for right now, we're going to nip a few things in the bud. We'll be able to jump up into 2024. We'll get a rhythm going. We'll get some type of order with an agenda. I totally agree with that. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys dropping by tonight. My name is Kaazon. It's not Kaazon like my father and son claim. It's Kaazon. And I'm in charge of the K factor.
Money.
And that make y'all the K factor crew. I want to tell y'all thank you for y'all keeping me engaged and getting on to me if I miss something. And if you believe something, like I believe she hunching that attorney, y'all say no, she was just messing with Nesto. I came in 10 toes down on it. Y'all done backed me up to 8.5 toes. Huh? 8.5 toes. And Ms. JJ, I didn't want to say it because I thought I was going to be wrong, and I got off on that $3 to $7. But I thought I heard her claim that she made $100, and then she started laughing right after she said it, if my memory serves me correct. Listen, guys, temperature has dropped down to 55 degrees here on the Gulf Coast tonight. It's a clear night here in Pensacola, Florida. Listen, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this. Whatever you do, take care of yourself. Love that image reflecting back on you in that mirror.
Money.
Make a pact with it. You and that image can change the world. Good night. I'm going to read Cecily's last one here. This is the same person that bragged to him about winning less than $10 in the lottery. Her brain is the size of a grain of salt. You talking about when she was messing with him with his son and them $10? Anyway, we'll go over that. We'll come back. Remember that for me. I done put my pen and stuff down tonight. Good night to you guys. Y'all be careful. Be good to each other. Be good to each other. It's been real. I enjoyed myself as usual. Hope to get the flavor in me to get up. I like doing those early morning shows. So we might knock out tomorrow, a Thursday, and then an early Friday morning. Y'all like that Friday morning ride to work? I be having a different type of energy in the morning, but I be about to flip this doggone table over. See, in the evening, I've been kind of dwindled down. But that morning show, I heard that girl say Shirley Strawberry's name in a way that I didn't appreciate. I like to make a whole floor model out this screen. Good night, man. I'm out of here. For real. I'm gone.